Yeah, well then, have we finally returned to this? Definitely not a bad start, although time-wise I once again not set up well. Why have so many things have been such a little bitch for so fucking long, I wonder. Well, and then I look back at the life choices I made and I realize, yeah, that's probably something to do with it. One moment though. Ah, shit, I also need to take care of YouTube, don't I? Hey, I haven't done something in a while and all of a sudden it's like, I don't even know what I'm doing any longer. No, not make the mistake, let's do it properly. And then I'll give you... Oh, hello little strategy. Yes, I am alive, but alive again basically. You could say time was not on my side. Quite literally not. But hey, at least I could squeeze out a fucking hour. Actually get some fucking playing done, because fuck that shit I had to do recently. Well, I say recently, the whole fucking last... I don't even know, fucking week plus? Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. No, let's actually get into the game first and then talk about fucking nonsense. Because otherwise I'm gonna get fucking angry. And I'd rather not. Now then. I will just assume fucking YouTube will fucking load on its own in its own time and go like, yeah, sure, I'm working. Let's go over here. Let's go over here and then realize we're playing more Assassin's Creed. A, because, you know, it was a gift and I'm gonna fucking play the ever-living shit out of it. Obviously. And B, the game is actually quite fun, honestly. You kind of forget how fun it is, but it is really a fun game, after all. Funny enough that I actually did... Where is it? There it is. Going for the kingdom and collecting all of the 100 flag. Game? That would be nice if you would not immediately fuck up what I'm trying to do. Ah, Jesus. Yeah. As you can see, well, here in this particular case, I am indeed alive. Nothing much has changed. If you just skip a few days, you know, in your memory, you could pretend that it's just the next day and we're just playing games again. Realistically speaking, you cannot, but, well, it is what it is. Also, little strategy, how are you? How have you been? I haven't talked to you in a few days, so I'm kinda, you know, out of the loop. You're doing good? I hope at least. Ah, yeah, people complaining about it. Don't worry, I'll regale the tale. Shut up, I'm talking. Of my misadventures to you soonish. And then I will tell you what I plan to do in the future about it. Gosh. Yesterday, potentially speaking, I could have streamed like half an hour yesterday, technically speaking, but A, that is far too little in the way of time, so I don't really think that is worth it, and B, I really needed some time to think about how to deal with this shit. In a more reasonable fashion, basically. Ouch. Okay, out there. Yeah, people with swords. You know, maybe... Yeah, you do that. Oh, shit. That is a Templar. No. I just gotta scroll for my plans though by killing now. I guess I'll take it. No. It's just... What does this asshole not understand? I told you no. Sometimes. Some people just don't understand what no means. Oops. That was a slow attack. Actually, for some reason the game is really loud. That is a problem I can deal with though. Yeah, maybe, potentially, if the thing allows me to, that is. Actually, I'm gonna go the easy way and I'm gonna make it like this. On one hand, I do like that the game tries to be, you know, immersive and stuff. It's just nice, but it's really not too nice for my rather boyard mood. Well then. Now that we have a bit less in the way of volume to go and have us stream against it. Second more. We can probably talk about all of the cool, awesome shit I had to do just recently. Because you see, now, the major, or the biggest problem, amongst quite a few that have popped up, relates to a very interesting little thing that you have to do when you actually do a nice little private trip. It's that you actually have to do reports. Well, in the past it was, you know, monthly reports, basically. Now you get a paper to write down the whole month's quote-unquote lessons, practical lessons, which of course is far too little to actually write out, so you're supposed to make it short and snappy. And that's all nice and dandy. Nowadays you get weekly reports. Now, if you have been somewhat aware, I have changed the my employee a while ago, in October to be fair, which means ever since then I had to also write, like everybody else, weekly reports instead of monthly reports. Which is not really a problem for me, honestly. I'm actually kinda good at time management, so you know, it's not really a problem to fit that into my scheduling. Well, or so I thought. I had basically, counting from October, you know, October, November and December, written out, made complete, and given to my, well, the responsible person, you know, the one in charge of all of the little trainees, like me. And they were like, yeah, this is nice, this is very nice and compiling, and I don't like it. Do it again. Which, as you can imagine, it's not that much in the way of paper, it's just that the form they want it in is really not well suited to what you were actually trying to do. So there was a bit miffed with that, had maybe a bit of a debate about it, and well, suffice to say, I had to redo every last single fucking week of that, which is, you know, not that much in the way of reports, when you think about it. An average score per month, times 3, would be 12 reports. But if you do it in that fucking annoying scale, which means that I basically have to add like 3 bloody fucking pages per week for that, then you suddenly end up with a lot more work. Now the problem with that is, it wouldn't even be a problem if I had the opportunity to do it like this just as the week had passed, mind you. But now, a month later, having to take my own basically very rudimentary notes and having to put that into a lot more context, basically. Month after the fact is actually not that easy, as you would imagine. It also meant that I had to have a lot of back and forth with the responsible person to make absolutely damn sure they will not fucking complain about it fucking again. Now that problem has been solved, but a lot of other things had to be put on the back burner in order to fit that in, which means I'm now behind on a lot of other things. And, well, that directly impacts, of course, more free time. Basically, I think I mentioned that before, but if you don't actually see me streaming all that much, I usually means that I also don't play that much, because most of the playtime I have, like basically 90% or so, apart from the times when I actually try out games to see if I could stream them, basically, I spent streaming, so there's that. I mean, there wasn't really a lot of free time recently, and I think that is actually going to be a bit of a problem, actually. Because, you see, I mean, my final exam, the second one, will be relatively short, actually, when I've now think about it, in like 4 months time. Actually, we have mid-year, yeah, 4 months is pretty okay. But I do actually need to get down and do some fucking studying for that, otherwise I'd be wasting, like, you know, a year's time, which is not really something I can afford. Mostly for, yeah, age reasons. I'm not that young any longer, and wasting half a year having to wait to retake an exam is really not something I can fit in. So there's a good reason for me to actually get my ass down and do some studying. Which means my brand spanking nice idea of actually returning to having a nice evening stream every fucking day is this pretty unreasonable at the moment. And it probably will be, at least until I can get something off of my plate, at the very least. And so I will probably reduce the scheduled streams down, and even then I'm not too sure I can be... This is something I really don't like to say. Bound to it too much. I kind of have to prioritize, you know, the important things, because these will be the things that actually allow me to hopefully earn some more money in the future, which would then allow me to play a lot more free in the future. But yeah, combining the now bigger amount of paperwork I have to do, plus, of course, you know, I do have to somewhat be doing a decent job in school. To kind of justify me being in an advanced course. That too kind of needs to go. It's just a bit much, basically. So while I would like to stream much more, that is not a thing. And honestly, there's really no point trying if there's no chance of doing it, so I will reduce it, yes. For the moment, basically, I will keep it a bit more fluid. Just basically stream whenever I get a bit of free time that I don't actually need to waste on some other nonsense, and I do try to somewhat, well, for the moment at least, aim for the weekends, basically. Which is just not as easy as it sounds, because I actually have, you know, to work 6 days a week, which means, I don't know, Saturdays are work days for me. But at least on Sundays, I should be able to squeeze it a little bit, like I do now. I mean, this one is also not going to be long, because I can't look just to my left, you know, and not only is there a nice monitor, which shows me the Twitch side of things, no, there's also, not so nice, still an amount of, things I need to finish, paper-wise. Because of course, as you might have figured, it's the middle of fucking January at this point, so, even if I have finished all of my paperwork for, well, up to the end of December, the new month already. Like, yay. Some people are just assholes, you know? Just to make this absolutely sure, I did ask some of the other trainees if they had to do it in as such a detailed fashion as well. And, I kind of point out that, yes, a bit more detail than what I had originally was required of them. Not nearly as much as I was supposed to be doing, though. One of those things. It's like, okay, it is indeed in the eye of the beholder. Or in this case, it is indeed somewhat of a reassignment that comes from the company, in which case from the person responsible for the trainees. If they decide that I should do more, they are very well in their right to demand that of me. Still, you know, I can kind of feel some dishonesty here, shall we say. Of course, understandable, I'm not the most common case of a trainee. I'm a bit too old for that, honestly. And, well, maybe there's some antipathy there, you know, it's just how it happens sometimes. Does feel kinda sucky, but, technically I'm still in that, well, cooling off period, basically, you know, as I could just say, I'll fuck you very gently and go away. So, I'm still kinda keeping very quiet, you know, just accepting things, going like, yes, must I'll do it. God fucking damn it, is that annoying. And that's enough complaining. Let's enjoy some gaming. Hey, that was actually nice rhyme, wasn't it? At least for the most actual problem with the end is inside, which is something I do find rather enjoyable. The final examination will be in 2 parts again, just like they were last time, which basically means I have to do a written one and then a verbal one. And as soon as I have that done, lo and behold, I'm somewhat gonna be more free at least. Because after that I'm basically gonna start as, if all things work out, a regular employee, which, while it does mean that my actual work hours would go up, the freedoms coming with that are also a bit higher. I know. I killed somebody I didn't really needed to kill, didn't I? Oops. Whoops. Whoops. I would apologize, but all of these guards are kinda assholeish, so meh. It's their own fault for being assholes, I suppose. Oh. Eh? Are you the one I'm supposed to be killing? Which one of you is it? Ah, that was this one. Okay, that might have been a bit bold of me to do it right next to him, to be fair. But, yeah. There you have it. That is mostly going to be live for now. Lots of work. Yes. Yes, I say. Little bit in way of payment. It's not less. It is less than I had before, but you're going to not be certain that. It was a Freudian slip, basically. But you know, if you spent all day thinking about, I actually earned a lot less before. As an unqualified fucking worker. It makes you kind of wonder why the fuck goes through the trouble. And then you have to remind yourself, yes, to do it for the future. Think about it in a few years' time. Everything will be better. Kinda hard to keep that up. Yeah, sometimes. It's one of those times in life where it's like, I really wish I could get that drunk a few days in a row, but that is not possible. Now, there is something I was able to not confirm yet, but get into the military because, even as a trainee, I do get paid vacation time. And even when I can't stream like I want to in a normal situation, normal work day situation, nobody can actually stop me from doing it while I'm on vacation. If I manage to get all of the paperwork done beforehand, basically. As long as I get... it's not good. As long as I get things done...
Where is the one responsible?
You're the one I'm supposed... What the fuck? How the fuck do you even... You don't just go from I don't suspect you to I kill you. That's not how that works, you asshole. Well. Yeah, basically if I keep up a very strict scheduling and get all of my shit done beforehand, then when I actually do get some vacation time, what I'm planning on having at least a week in a row, that means school days will be a thing, but meh, it's not really that much of a problem. It's basically half a day, plus maybe some homework, but meh, it's not a simple and little in the way of extra time, comparatively speaking to what we have now. But if I keep that up, then actually on vacation time, I could actually go ahead and have some rather long, rather nice streaming time. And that comes with the obligation of not tiring myself out so completely that I just spent a fucking week just fucking sleeping. So, you know, there's that, but as I said before, actually I'm not that bad at time management in general. Sure, the better people, but generally speaking, I'm pretty good at it. Sneak. Oh well. Let's say good enough to not actually get into such problems as I am now, normally. But then again, you know, normally I'm the kind of person who's like, problems usually are not just outside sources. Usually it's also your fault to some degree when you end up in such a situation, but in this case, just for once, I will absolutely claim that I'm absolutely innocent in the circumstances that have arisen. That some bloody fucking asshole, a fucking bitch, is really just out to fuck with me. That's that, basically. There's really no better explanation in it, other than, yeah, there's somebody who's quite clearly. Not on my boss. No, my boss is actually cool. The, bosses... I was about to say something very, very mean. Let's not go there. No, the one responsible for overlooking all of the trainees. My boss is cool. The bitch they put in charge of the fucking trainees, though, that's... Yeah, I really have nothing nice to say about her. And you know, I'm gonna follow the idea of if you have nothing nice to say, just shut up, but I mean, you know, since there's little to no chance that she will actually ever find out, let's just say she's a fucking god fucking bitch who really, really enjoys that she can fuck with me for no other reason than... Let me say it like this. She has this sort of attitude, which, when you use it on a young person, will probably get you... I would say not really respect, but at least they have no way to really fight back, neither word-wise, because they're just not eloquent enough, let's say. That's rather fitting for most young people, and also because I don't do an air kill. Oh, sure, why not? Let's see if we find a target for one. New target. Get out. See, that happens when I try to do something spontaneously. I get into trouble. Much of hello there. Okay, let's see here. Let's first kill a few guards. Oh, don't worry, I will work as motivated as always. No matter what, because, well, that's kinda, you know, not enough to actually impinge me whatsoever. It's just that, you know, it means that I'm collecting a lot more stress for no good reason. I don't care if I wanted to feed the families, I just wanted to have some off time. But yeah, been actually quite... I mean, it's been a few years since the last time I had to work with a co-worker. As annoying as that bitch. I kind of forget how annoying that is. Because, you know, you can't really do much about it. To put it mildly. No. What was I about? I was actually trying to make some point and I forgot about it already. That probably wasn't that important. Ah, plus. Oh, there's another temple here. It kind of confused me. Oh shit, that's gonna make it a lot more difficult. Ouch. Okay, maybe actually focus on the 5 ones. Oh yeah. It's something you sometimes see in people who get a little taste of our responsibility or what have you. They get a bit too used to being rather, not outright abusive, mind you, but maybe a bit arrogant in their dealings, especially if they're dealing, you know, with younger people, you know, teenagers and the like. And alas, when do you think the breeder is Desmond? What? You have to give me a lot more details to answer that question. I mean, Desmond is the guy in the future. Which, honestly, I kind of don't care about his story too much. It's kind of taking me out of playing the games. I'm gonna kind of do enjoying that, basically. I'd rather just stay in the past and enjoy the individual past stories instead of the game trying to be like, yeah, have a second story set in the future and it's all important. And I'm sitting like, yeah, but I don't care. I just want to go through fucking Jerusalem and kill people. Yeah. Basically, she's a bit of a miniature to Hitler, basically. As long as she knows she can get away with it, she's gonna treat people like shit. Works well on young people because you can intimidate them relatively easily because they don't know that they can't fight back. I'm a bit too old for that, so I do give her some smack every now and then. Of course, you're not polite, mind you. But when she gives me an impossible work order, basically asking me to fail, I'm like, I'm only one person, I only have 2 arms. I'm not gonna get done with this in time. I'll let you know beforehand. Because that way, when she later comes on and bitches at me like, why didn't you finish? I can be like, I told you I can't. It's physically impossible. The small ways that keep you motivated in a long day. She can't really deal with that, and so now I have a bit more asshole-ish nonsense than I strictly need. But, as I said, you know, we're talking about what here? I have to endure her fucking nonsense for like 6 months, at worst. That's annoying. It's gonna cost me a lot of time that I would otherwise have to actually have some fun and stream and play Assassin's Creed, for example. Yeah, this is basically me getting... That's actually a bit of syrup, basically, for me. Actually, there's one game I always played when it came to releasing the aggressions from making taxations, which is Hitman. Any Hitman, because you can just go on a fucking murder stream for fucking no reason. But I don't have that installed, and the Hitman on stream is like, what, 50-60 gigabytes? I don't even know it, and I don't give a shit. It's too big. I can't wait that long.
I still breathe.
Shut up, you will not breathe for long. Peasant.
What is it?
You know Majduddin
But
well.
alas. Okay, now I'm feeling somewhat better, to be fair.
He seems a bit too righteous. Is the law really so important to him?
What do you
Batman versus Althea.
I think he hides
Wouldn't
something,
really
but
work,
I
would
think
it,
you'll
but...
tell me what it is.
I mean, both kind of rely on tools,
all of it?
but Batman has
Men
money.
like me, we are meant to scare them, fill the people with fear. The ones he kills, not criminals.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
I don't really
all
care
the
about the
same.
target, you know?
Dangerous to who?
I can enjoy the gameplay more than the story at this point.
Yes, he
I just
speaks
like running
of
around
others.
to killing people.
Those he
What
works,
can I say?
works for, perhaps.
Also, you know,
I am uncertain.
at this point,
They
I
need
don't
the
think there are
city.
that many people who haven't played the game and have at least a rough overview of the story.
You'll have
I mean, you
to
kind of
ask him
forget most of
yourself.
the
Attend one of his
quote-unquote
executions.
evil targets you killed.
It's when he's most talkative, addressing the
Alas,
crowd, hands
and how that's,
covered
isn't it?
in blood.
Oh well.
We are done.
But now that I'm feeling somewhat better, let's actually focus on the game. And let's see, we don't have all the time in the world today, because as I said, there is still shit I need to do, and I fucking hate that. Alas. What I think we'll do today is we'll try to do the barest minimum. We get all of the things, then we see if we have some time to collect more of the flags, realistically speaking. Then I'll sign off and go back to doing it. Actually, now, technically speaking, you could say that I've played games in the recent few days by starting them and just going to areas with nice music and having it play in the background. Because gives me something to look at whenever I look at this one of the screens and go like, that would be fun to do now. Let's do that later, shall we? Then it gets later, and I never do it. I get depressed. Alas. I might have been bitching a bit too much, you know. Honestly, it's not really becoming of a someone my age at this point, but there's sometimes. I think that you could kill that which 10? There are 60 of them in the fucking game. You have to kind of be a bit more specific with such an order. Also, potentially I could kill a few of them with a hidden blade. It's just usually they are standing with their backs towards the wall, so it kind of means that you have to finicky your way in there, which is just honestly kind of fucking annoying. Not impossible to do it for most of them, but meh. Seems to not really worth the whole work.
We are to launch an
Mostly
assault
because, you
against
know,
one of Men's
you're kind of overpowered anyway with your
cannot do
fucking counter
anything
move.
until the rooftops have been cleared.
I
And
can
have
try to
no
kill
men
him.
spare.
Is there
Would you
one
be willing
left?
to help?
Actually, I need to look at my
Just
fucking
make
map
sure
to
they
see if
do
there's
not
actually
see
one
you.
left in the city, because I think we
Or we'll have
killed
to
two
begin
already via accident. Okay, what do you want from
To
me?
still live, you must finish
Yeah,
them all
archers.
if we are to succeed.
Sorry, I was kinda confused there. Now then, you wanna kill me some archers? No, you can do it. All of these assassination missions. I mean, on one hand, yeah, it's kind of fitting to do that, but then again, considering the amount of shit we got into for really killing things and doing things. What? I actually overlooked an archer. Okay, yeah, I have overlooked an archer, to be fair. Three of the targets. I don't think we're gonna get that far now, will we? I mean, we can try. Sure. Oops. Hey, this is what happens when I try to read and think. More guards will die. More poor orphans will. Actually, no, you know what? I'm gonna make this into a business. I'm gonna kill all of the guards, because I'm pretty sure most of them are families, you know, wives and children. Then I'm gonna start an orphanage and collect fucking money from the state, which I don't think was a system back then, so fuck that, I guess. And hey, we could introduce the system. Like, look, I'm gonna take care of all of these orphan children, make them into worthwhile adults. Look at some money. That sounds nice. What a game name. Have you ever expecting something good from him? And again, you know, we're serving a master who's also not completely in the clean when it comes to shady shit, so... complaints. Complaints. Think kind of horror. Come on. Shut up. No, you're not. There. Come on, side please. It's you versus Elliot. Let's see who wins by a long shot. Mostly because he's just gonna fucking Italian world here into the ground. Come on, good reason. Come on. Yeah. Okay. back to doing senseless assassination missions that we're not supposed to be doing. Technically, we're not even supposed to be killing without permission from Bossman. Alas. I guess when it comes to helping the brothers, Althea is willing to ignore. What the fuck is that archer? Okay, there's one there. The other one is... that one. Yeah, army of infidels. Everyone claims the other party is an infidel.
Where are you? I know you're here somewhere.
No, you don't. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate doing these missions when I have murdered some people in close proximity. Let's go to the other point. We can come back and do this later. I'm not gonna get fucking into that annoying point again. We have to do the mission like 10 times because there's so many bodies that everybody gets alarmed. We've done this already. We're not gonna do it again. Thunder. Oh, over here. Tied in one of the most obvious spots ever. Because it works. As long as it works, it's not stupid. An golden rule, but a golden rule. And deep. Hey, that's feel good to finally play some games again though. Might just maybe for once being a bit. Not I want to be frustrated with that nonsense. Oh boy, happens that rarely these days. Climbing on a cross. Pretty sure that's another form of bad luck, but yeah. What's the worst that could happen? When I look, we're talking about Zeus, who comes down and strikes you with fucking lightning. Or impregnates your wife, for that matter, because, I mean, that's Zeus. He kind of has a tendency to do that. Ah, bit of a bad habit of him. Deep, deep, deep. Don't mind me, I'm... totally not suspicious. You know. Good. Where's the bench? There. Good point. Strategy, good point. Doing Zeus, he would probably do boost, strike you with lightning, and sleep with you. Actually, he would probably do it right in front of you, you know? Sleeping with your wife, I go like zap zap, motherfucker.
What is to be done with
Because,
him?
you know, Zeus is kinda that sort of cunt. He would do it.
I won't
Compared
allow
to
it.
the old gods of the Romans and the Greeks, I do have a feeling that the more, you know, monotheistic gods
This is
are
not God's
trying
will.
really hard to be a lot more serious.
I'll go to him
Kinda sad.
myself.
I'm missing out on a lot of cool stories.
He will attend the execution, perform it even. He enjoys the act.
Ah, the good times.
Truly evil man.
We have no time to lose then. Let's go.
We look at all of the funny stories we got from fucking Roman gods, fucking especially Greek gods, and then look at what we got from monotheistic religions. That allowed us a crime against humanity, don't you think? We could have so much fun. And the excuses, mind you. Like, sorry, dear, I've been getting somewhat pregnant, and I know it's not you, so, that's the gods. Best excuse ever, isn't it? Hello. Wanna something? Actually, I could have killed one from the airport line. God damn it. Come on, you cunts. Don't make me wait. Oops. Okay, playing with one hand is a bit more difficult than I figured, especially if you use the wrong hand for that button. Shut up. I can literally beat you with one hand. Come on. Shut up. You do. Okay, now need a second hand to give him a direction to attack in.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll find a way to repay this kindness I swear.
Yeah. Would we all have liked nice little stories about Jesus going around randomly dracinating people and slaying monsters and other cool shit? No. And that we got. Well,
Did you see the order?
very minor amount of stories.
Wants us to repair
Not him
a
trying to
stage
paint him in a
for
very good
another
light, which is kinda, you know,
Today.
It's the
I like
one
the
at
old
the
stories
western
better.
edge of
A
Solomon's
lot more
Temple.
flaws
on
in
my
them.
way just
Human
now.
flaws. Very nice.
So much
Very
death.
amusing.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice.
Which
to
one?
the
Oh
city.
yeah, you're talking about
Yes,
Saladin.
and not this mockery
Your
which
true
the
leader.
Dean parades
Is she
before
actually a
us.
true leader?
How? How does something like
Would,
this happen?
yes,
Everyone appointed
probably
in
Saladin would
Salahadin's
rule
stead is met with an
Jerusalem,
untimely
potentially.
end. And now the position
Would he?
falls to him. He,
I
who
wonder.
was once nothing more than the Emir's
I mean,
scribe.
obviously right now he's a
How
bit too busy
convenient.
doing that, due to the
Not
whole,
surprised me to learn
you
he
know,
was
crusade
behind
being
this.
around,
Accidents.
which obviously would mean, you know, that, but,
The guards hear us will be taken for treason, executed on the
Yeah,
very
yeah, stop
platform we have
talking.
to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Isn't that funny? I'm 20 minutes bus from couldn't place you in the game. Oh, that's kind of cute. Jesus Christ, what the fuck do you do down there? Also, hello there, Cloud, Kiko. What the fuck are you doing down there? Also, if you're there, you know,
You want something? You've something to say?
fuck's sake, this is not good. Can you do that, please? Temper. Temper. That's not a... Come on, Altair, you're not that stupid. I know you're not that stupid. That's good, Altair. Back to what I was trying to do in the first place. That's kinda cool, though. Actually, that's a pretty cool area to be in general. I should at least visit it once. Probably has a lot of cool shit, including a lot of historical buildings and shit. That could actually kinda tempt me. If I had time and money. I'm assuming he's talking about, you know, not necessarily Ubisoft. I mean, maybe just hold it as a big understanding, and I'm enjoying this for nothing. These. I mean, if you're visiting Ubisoft, then, you know, bombing them. That's probably a good option, because Ubisoft also has become quite an
Every
asshole.
time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee.
I know, little
Not
strategy,
the
I
fighter I
know.
once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to
And I
my
wanted to
destination?
highlight it so that people read it and go like, hey. Hey, what? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to help you escape. So, for a second I was like, they're just gonna send me on a fucking mission. Not a fan of Jerusalem. I mean... That's a fucking desert city, at the end of the day, still, isn't it? Not really a place I wanted to live in, mind you, but visiting it for, you know, shits and giggles, basically. Yes, very much so. As a modern city, I don't know. As a modern city, I have no interest in it. If I want a modern city, I can just stay just where the fuck I am already. Wouldn't really change that much, because most modern cities have a bit of a feeling of samey to them. Kinda understandable. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But as I said, you know, if I wanted to see big city shit, that place is much closer. It's not really one, or well, that's not really the reason at all to go down there and to fucking Holy Land. Honestly though, I would probably have a hard time not making some bloody fucking jokes about crusading. AC1 versus AC2, that's not even a fair comparison.
You will die here.
AC2 wins so fucking hard, it's not even funny. Where's Ezio? Ezio's fucking awesome. That flamboyant asshole. I would imagine so. I mean, they at least claim to have taken a look at least, I'm assuming, an old map and go like, that sounds good, that looks good, let's try that. Although probably they will have taken some liberty in designing, because otherwise I don't think every single fucking building in fucking old Jerusalem or, you know, Akkon or anything would be fucking climbable. Just, why the fuck would you build like that? That would require deliberate, quite a bit, you know, deliberate planning. Cool. I didn't know they went that far. Kinda cute. Yeah, Akkon. And I hate the English pronunciation, which is why I'm gonna pronounce it in fucking superior German. True that. Akkon sounds better. I do like the contrast, honestly, between Jerusalem and Akkon very much. It's really cute. Also, Akkon really does feel like a, how to put it, like a recently conquered city, basically. Like a besieged city, like a fought over city. It's a lot. Guys, fuck. I shouldn't try to do this while I'm fighting. I know. Again, you wanna die? We can arrange that. Oops, there are more of you. Yeah, I looked you. What do you mean we need a good sequel to AC1? We have good sequel to AC1. It's called AC2. It's fucking cool. Ezio Ritorre. That was a fun character to play. Honestly, I enjoyed that a lot, to be fair. Because he's not the classical dour assassin like Altair is. I mean, Altair is cocky in his own way, mind you, but at the end of the day, he's a pretty dour guy. He's just running around doing just jobs and shit.
Good. I should be safe here.
Ezio, on the other hand, I mean, he enjoys the finer things in life. Although, to be fair, you know, you could have taken that a lot farther, especially his womanizing ways, if you ask me. I would have enjoyed it quite a bit. Seeing that potentially advantages out of that would have been fun. But alas, not of everything. Still, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty solid. Sequel. Although, to be fair, I kind of lost interest in Assassin's Creed after... basically the second one was completely finished, because, I don't know. I look at the more modern ones and was kind of like, nah. Doesn't really get me going. Like the old ones did. Sad as it is. Sad it is indeed. But alas. The times have changed. Indeed. Assassin's Creed 2 really was the Assassin's Creed, the defining Assassin's Creed. Yeah. I did like that they actually stayed with Ezio for a while, honestly. Gave him a bit more playtime because... better, superior protagonist, honestly. As I said before, you know, in the whole of Assassin's Creed, I'm still kind of thinking that you could leave the whole modern subplot aside, just fucking cut it away and be done with it. Give me more playtime in the old times, please. Because that's a lot more enjoyable, honestly. I never really liked that particular one, but meh. Since we still, at the end of the day, got a lot of it. Especially, I mean, the first Assassin's Creed will always be a bit special, in my opinion, because, well, it gave us something that was pretty new. I mean, the concept itself, you know, action games with a lot of climbing and stuff is not really new. It's not something Ubisoft just created out of thin air. But combination of it all made for a fucking solid game. And also that slight appearance of history, basically. Because, you know, they do take a lot of freedom. Obviously they will, because otherwise can't really make a good story yet. Otherwise. Yeah. Honestly, I think that's a very good way of saying it, little cloud kicker. They had a good idea, they had a good game. They had a few good games, and they decided to milk that until basically oblivion, and yeah, that kind of really takes the fun out of it. There's only so much, honestly, you can do before it gets too much. That's probably the reason why my interest kind of waned in it, because I just had enough of it and I was satisfied. I didn't really need it more, and what was there for more also didn't look especially... shit. Tempting, basically. It was which one was the third one again? That was the... Was that the one with the American native guy? I don't even fucking remember any longer. See, that's what I like about the game, basically. On the other hand, you know, pretty hard to forget fucking Ezio and Torre. Da Fidenza, or whatever the fuck. Because, you know, fucking... Book in Italy. That guy was pretty damn hard to forget. Also, that fucking, that multiplayer was actually pretty fun. I remember that. I played with that quite a bit, actually, in the day. That was enjoyable. Fucking enjoyable. Let me tell ya. I don't even know if the servers are still up. I would take an educated guess and go like, no, probably not. Yeah, that was really, really, really cute. Ah, that was really cute. And in considering this was a game that had absolutely not planned it to be a multiplayer game originally, they made quite a nice adaptation for it, and it worked surprisingly well, honestly. You wouldn't think this game lends itself very well to it, but, well, surprisingly enough, worked surprisingly fun. Then, well, then Ubisoft came along and decided that, you know what, we need more money from this, and alas, things didn't work well.
I'm starting to understand why Al-Mualim favors you.
Yeah,
I
that's not a
assume
good
you have
sign.
been sent to deal with Medjudin, yes? Then it might help you to know. He enjoys lecturing his prisoners before executing them.
What?
While doing so, he
Yeah,
turns
yeah,
his
yeah,
back to
stop
the crowd.
talking, you idiot. We
It
have
would be the perfect
many minutes
moment for you
baits.
to strike. Now, I must attend to my men. We
We
have our own targets to deal
Oh,
with.
look at that. We have an attempt at cross-platform communication. See, I'm a modern platform now. Basically. Ah, good types. Good types indeed. Okay. That is not important enough for me to read right now, so I'm just going to fucking ignore that. Don't worry about it. Because, you know, I have enough. So, now comes the part I'm really not looking forward to, but let's collect more flags. Because, well, fuck my time, basically. Ah, not really. It is kinda... Wait a second. Yeah, I was about to say it. That was the right mark. I'm just... You know, guys, you really don't have much of a life expectancy anyway, considering this is fucking ancient times. You really want to shorten that few fucking years you have even shorter, eh? Really not a wise choice, that. Another one's down. Another one bites the dust. Let's look at it. Question while we run. That's gonna work well, isn't it? How does anyone not control all of the claims on that? Actually, what, do you want to make me go that way and give you a nice example of what claims Germany still has, technically speaking, in certain areas that do not fully belong to us at this point in time? I mean, you know, like Danzig, Königsberg. Not really surprising, considering how often some areas change hands, historically speaking. Oh, there it is. I would say it's a good sign that the first flag I need to look for is actually easy to find. It's gonna make things hopefully better. How many actually are there? Like, 34. I mean, okay. That's okay-ish. I'll probably get away with that. Hopefully. Reasonably timed, maybe, potentially. And it depends how many of the flags I actually consider themselves to be a bit soulish about it. Let me guess, it's not appeared somewhere down there, isn't it? Here. Oops. So the amount of crazy people has kinda become a bit more, hasn't it? Flag. Where art thou? I've never agreed to the whole idea of doing that, but you know, once I say I do something, I have a tendency to also do it. But that is. Should have been obvious. In one way or another, but apparently not for me. Yeah. Well, to be fair, my brain kinda doesn't want to think about complicated things too much at the moment, so I'll probably play its role. Is that down there? I wouldn't even be surprised if it were down there. Oh, I want this fucking post here. Hiding somewhere in the bushes. And it could be the fucking first time now, would it? Do we hide a flag somewhere here? Maybe, potentially, no. Where might you be, little flagoo? Why I'm doing that? Well, I'm grabbing that fucking little fusion on the wall to climb it, you know, it's not really that much of hard to figure out concept. Can't really climb by grabbing the air, because, well, surprisingly enough, the air is not really that easily grabbable. Idle moments. The flag is refusing to show itself. It must be here somewhere. Problem is, somewhere can be quite a far-reaching point, which means I'm going to use. I actually have two little things for that open because I'm smart. Shut up. Shut up. See, this is what happens when you ignore things. Now, okay. And that's not part. Okay. That's now I can get rid of me. And the game crashed. Well, that's thanks, game. That's what I wanted. Mostly because it's surprisingly hard to stop a fucking war right in the middle of that. You see, the window doesn't really like that. Pretty easy to start a war, pretty hard to stop one, especially if you are a very, very prideful nation and is not really dealing well with the whole concept of, okay, we're just gonna, you know, render out of this shit. Also because, you know, at that point, a lot of blood had been spilled and people were not really going to calm down easily. Basically, it took on quite a bit of life of its own, the First World War, and became a giant shit show. That burned and burned and burned. Also, of course, you know, opportunity, as they like to say. Okay, now we have a new problem because my fucking controller is apparently not working. I love it when games just crash and do that to me. That just fucks with me. No good reason. That's cool. Didn't know, but that's actually the same sound effect I use for my messages, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Very cute, isn't it? Okay, I see what you're doing here, game. But PC, basically. I see what you're doing. You're fucking with me, aren't you? Now I need to deal with that. Just a bit of a... Okay. This is supposedly working. You might need to restart the game again, though.
Rescued to pass unnoticed into guarded areas.
I really hate that. Especially when it's like this, you know, when I don't actually have all the time in the world to play, and I very, very much would enjoy it if the game would work with me. The rest too. Also, I would really change the... What's that? Sound for the messages, because otherwise that's gonna be confusing as fuck. I would politely point out. Also, I'm not gonna play a fucking Assassin's Creed game with a fucking keyboard and mouse. I'm not that masochistic just yet. I mean, it must be somewhat masochistic considering what I'm actually willing to endure, but... don't worry about it. The window will keep up. Yes, but think about the opportunity. If you stay in and you actually win, you get a lot more out of it than when you know about. And when you consider yourself to be one of the stronger guys, you kinda have a tendency to believe in your own victory, even against better showings.
When you are exposed, use
Shut up.
sharp turns or climb over buildings to break your pursuer's line of sight.
Let's see. But it's not a fucking Xbox controller, but don't worry about it. I'm used to you being an asshole to me. Okay. You know, game, it would be... see that, it works again. Okay, so just reminding the game that there's a controller, even though it's a fucking PlayStation controller. Nah, so I'm not gonna complain about that game. If you wanna play with an Xbox controller, gay. Yes, but Germany very much back in the day, and place led by the leftovers of a very militaristic Prussia, especially when it comes to its military, very much considered itself to be quite capable, fighting even on its own lonesome. I mean, you know. And after all, I had more than enough successes to be hopeful, I suppose. I'll say that was a good idea. Let's see. Oh, Little Cloud actually went through a lot of effort there. Let me read that while I'm not falling down somewhere. That is... yeah, indeed, there were quite a lot of conflicts. I mean, to be fair, the whole Israel area has always been fought over quite a bit. I mean, you know, just take this for example. This place during the fucking Third Crusade, so that alone is many history books written for many conflicts for the fucking Holy Land. And to be fair, the border gore down there is, to put it mildly, oh boy, let's not even start there. I don't think you will ever get, apart from when a very superior outside power actually goes in there and goes like, this is the borders now, and I'm going to make sure these are the borders now, fucking eternity. We'll probably not get peace down there because everybody has a claim to everything. There's gonna be annoying about it, basically. But hey, in the end of the day, it is kinda how it goes. I mean, to be fair, it's not really that different for Europe when you think about it. Many countries have claims to many areas. It's just that at some point we kinda came to the conclusion, in tandem basically, it's really not worth fighting over because it's not gonna work. And then there's this whole thing about how we actually not gonna recognize border changes through, you know, violent means any longer. That kinda is also helping a lot, because as long as everybody agrees to that, even if somebody were to go all out and go like, you know, fuck that, I'm still gonna do it, they would have, well, some fear to get crushed rather brutally for it. Oh, so the idea at least goes, you know. Sadly, I don't think Israel would be willing to agree to that, because most of the surrounding partners in such a conflict would, technically speaking, be weaker, so why the fuck would you even listen to them? Even if they complain about, hey, you can't take this, what are they gonna do about it, you know? It's difficult. Well, that was a nice landing. Did pretty good, yeah. Blood obsessed. Takes surprising little to get people very heated. Shut up, you asshole. I'm looking for blacks here, I'm a busy person. Yeah, I think it would take quite a bit more time than we have on this fine evening to even get close to talking about the history of fucking that particular plot of land. Like, where would he even start?
Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense
Yeah, I think the Roman Empire is not really a good comparison to make, because the Roman Empire was under very, very different circumstances. And especially, you know, its fall and what was left after it. That's actually one of the major problems. It's easy to try to, but it's not really something you can equate to, because the circumstances will always be somewhat different. So if you just equate them, you kinda lose a lot of things, context-wise. I mean, you know, Rome didn't really, you know, start out being very much republic. It wasn't a republic for all of its time either. Rome is actually really interesting because it has went through a fuck ton of changes so completely to reform itself and then go back and then do it again. Fun history to look at, honestly. And of course, you know, such a fucking giant mess doesn't just go away. No, no, no. Even after its fall, it's left behind quite the shit show for everybody to pick up. And enjoyable, actually. From a reader's perspective, mind you, I don't want to be fucking ever close to living in that area during that time, because fuck that. Sounds like a royal pain in the ass, to put it mildly. That's not the nicest way of saying it. Yeah, another Jerusalem cross. For my leisure. I think we're getting close to 10 now. Shut up. You're not supposed to be here. I haven't seen your written orders to be here now, have I? I'm all you want. Yeah, the funnest part actually of Rome falling is that after everybody was claiming ever so loudly that they not Roman, and they don't want anything to do with Roman. Soon as the fucking Romans went down, everybody's like, yep, we are the true Romans now. This is all our territory now. Fuck you and all you stand for. I'll take it. Because I'm Rome. That led to a whole lot of bloody fucking conflict. I mean, fucking... It's the whole reason why the HRE came into being, basically, because, you know, if you claim to be the fucking Holy Roman Empire, then yes, you can claim all of Roman's territory for your own. Especially if you have the actually military power to try that is. Every powerful nation was like, yeah, we're totally Rome. Believe us, please. If you don't believe us, we're gonna, you know, hit you with our swords. Most brutally in the head. Multiple times. Until you stop claiming otherwise. Such a mess. But a very tempting mess, of course. Pretty cool, though. See, the mark of a great nation is that when it actually falls, finally, and stops wriggling, because, let's be honest here, Rome fell quite a while ago and still wriggled most heartily. Quite a long while. Then there's of course the Eastern Romans going like, hey, we're still a thing, and everybody's like, yeah, those people. But hey, the good thing about it, once they actually completely disappeared, stopped wriggling, they left quite the nice potential treasure trove behind for everybody else. And oh boy, was everybody else tempted. No wonder there. Yes, but when we talk about Rome, we're talking about the Empire of Rome, which was quite large. In conquered cities, I mean, usually for the most common people, things don't really change that much. Sure, you have a new person who's collecting your taxes, and sure, they're gonna maybe collect a few more taxes to, you know, repair and punish you a bit for being the wrong people. Yes, but generally speaking, nothing really changed. Who cares if the fucking face that's on your fucking money changes? Nobody really, as long as, you know, they're not acting like complete assholes. On the other side, you know, people are quite adaptive little bitches, so, you know, we get used to things. Also, that flag is once again one of those that really doesn't like me now, isn't it? Should be somewhere around here. But you know, as it is usually with the whole it should be somewhere around here, it's like, yeah, somewhere. Somewhere is not a good thing. Well. Absolutely right, actually. Why is that? Oh yeah, wait a second now. Why? Because I actually need to change the window again. Very nice of you to mention that. I was thinking too deeply about Rome and kind of forgot to actually take a look at it. Easy enough to take a look at chat. Not so easy to take a look at, yes. Because you see, this game is also a bit special when you try to stream it. You need to put it in the right window. Otherwise, it's just gonna fuck with you. They randomly frozen, for example. That's something it has a tendency to do. For, well, no other reason to fuck with you.
I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
Let's assume, before I actually look it up, that it's actually down on the street.
I won't help him.
But at some point, you know, when I really have a lot of time, well, not any time, come on, we should take a whole fucking evening and just talk about fucking all of the funny histories we had endured until now. I'm pretty sure that could be somewhat tempting. There's literally only two options here. Down or up. Oh, wait. Is that the one I was looking for though? I assume it was the one I was looking for. No. I'm gonna claim it is the one I was looking for. Also because otherwise I will get insane. I'll probably realize that later on when we go into the last district, we collect the last few flags and it's like, you're missing one. And I'm gonna hate my life. Because then I have to figure out which one. But, well, since we're not there yet, no reason to get overly. Actually, I could do some math. Yeah, I could actually. Because since I know how many flags are supposed to be in each district, and we have already collected one district of Jerusalem, if we take this one too, we can just add both numbers and go like, huh, that's how many we should have now. Probably a good idea to do that at some point. Yeah, probably. Either that or I'll forget about it and then cry about it later. Both being an option. Both being an option indeed. Okay, how many flags did we collect? I really like the system they have in Archon a bit more, where it's basically individual flags for each district, because that makes it a lot easier to keep track. Oh well. We'll just assume everything is splendidly well for the moment. And continue collecting the flags, the last flags. And we'll probably go... we'll probably do the assassination, the actual assassination next episode, I think, maybe, potentially. I'm kind of running out of time. I mean, I'm kind of deliberately wasting some time. And I'm not supposed to be wasting, but... you know, a man needs some rest and relaxation once in a while. Otherwise, most people have a tendency to go a bit insane. I'd rather like to have a bit more sanity stored up for what's to come. Next week is gonna be fun. I can tell you that much already. But hey, on the bright side, I actually need to still ask with the people in the HR department about my vacation days. Because they asked me to put in a nice little list, going like, okay, which days would you like to have, in which order, and these are the rules you kind of need to follow. I was like, okay, here's the list, and then I didn't hear back anything, so I would kind of like to know if that is actually confirmed now. Because then I could actually plan ahead a bit vacation-wise. And I could inform you when that is, and then we could actually plan some streets. Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Fight all you want. It's not like the Crusaders would ever come up with the idea of staying in the fucking Holy Land by making some fucking Knight Orders settle down here or anything like that. Of course not. They wouldn't be that soulish, no, would say. Oh, hint, yes, they would very much be that soulish, precisely. Worked kinda well, if you think about it. Yes, thousands of lives have been lost for what? Religion. I do wonder why people nowadays are like, yeah, maybe not take religion too seriously, maybe that's actually the wiser path in life. Considering how many fucking lives have been lost for fucking debates over that fucking nonsense. Can't really blame them. Nope, not really. Yes. If everything goes according to plan, then yes. Richard will move on Jerusalem. Claim the holy city. So goes the plan. And then, well, potentially be a good ruler or a bad ruler, or whatever. And again, it's not like he really claims to, you know, settle down himself here. Because poor Richard actually has to get back home. Because, you know, England needs its king. After all. Beep, beep. Which means he would put somebody in as a regent. Which can be good, can be bad. It depends a bit on the person. And in the long run, probably one of the Knight Orders would have to take over the more permanent basis. Could you stop fucking with me? That's not very nice of you. Kinda annoys me. There it is. But yes, purely logistically speaking, Crusade is a pretty damn pricey endeavor, and I mean, apart from some satisfaction, and now some headpads from the Pope, I'm not really getting that much out of it. I mean, sure, you can plunder some riches along the way, but considering the amount of troops you're sending, the logistics alone, it's a pretty damn pricey endeavor. And I don't think most of the parties involved actually assumed that they would get their money back. I mean, you know, so now we're gonna be like, we're not doing it for the money, we're doing it for, you know, for righteousness and beliefs and all the nonsense. But as I said, you know, headpads from the Pope are pretty neat, especially back then. But they don't really pay the bills now, do they? So you would assume, at least. Good standing with the Pope does come with a few advantages, though. Apart from getting away with a bit more shit, because, you know, if you're saying people will not assume that you're a bad person, not really much. You will not have my head, don't worry about it. I'm not running. I'm not running. I'm falling, actually. Ouch. Ah! I mean, I'm not running, but literally not.
Are you a friend of mine? No? So get away.
Not like I'm running away. Basically just him pushing me around like a little bitch. Now then, another flag collected. Where's the next one? I wanna get this done. I want at least this one out of it, because if I come back to this game, the first thing I have to do is collecting flags. I'd be like, it's not that great. Oh, there it is. Stopped by a tree yet again. Oh dear. There are many things he's good at, but there are also a few things he's really, really fucking bad at. Including, although not limited to, fucking sweeping, to be fair. Which seems to be quite the weakness, to put it mildly. The 2 is also one of the ones where it's like, yeah, AC2 is just better, because the protagonist at least knows how to fucking swim. Seems like a fucking useful skill, doesn't it? Very useful skill, even. Ah, wait, I see it. Can't hide from me, little flagoon. Can't hide from me for very long, at least. Okay, we have did one too. Now then. The next one is somewhere up there.
You have no business.
I have business here. Black business, my friend. It's very important business. Stands right next to the body. I'm not involved in this.
What a strange man.
Yes, strange man indeed. He means well. Actually speaking, he does mean well. You know, that whole bunch of basically doing it for peace. I mean, it sounds nice in theory, but then again, we're still killing people for it. Although, you know, there's that whole saying about killing the few to save the many and all of that. Logical choice, one would say. Still doesn't really mean that you're a good person. You're still killing people. Yeah. There's gotta be another one of those annoying flags, isn't it?
Such a strange man.
Where are those little flaggy? I have to ask again. Go there. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight. Quite literally in plain sight. And you're like, huh, wasn't expecting that. Then you look like an idiot, but yeah, it could be worse, could be worse. Would be worse indeed. And then the next one is some. Oh yeah, there it is. I see it.
Look, what is he doing?
Quite well hidden, little flag. You had quite the samey color. The other one is down south. Or at least it's supposed to be. Then we'll found all of it. Actually, no, before we end it, we're going to do the math and see if I actually got all of it or not, because otherwise I'm going to get depressed at the end of this. I don't like getting depressed for no good reason. Ah, yeah, imaginary walls. Yes, they are horrible people. The other side will claim the same about you, and so we have all of that nonsense going on over and over again. I'm not too sure God is too willing to, well, you know, get involved in this nonsense. He's like, I don't even give a shit. I mean, they're both calling my name, both are inciting my wrath, basically, on the other side. It's like, let's just play this, let this play out, and whoever the victor is gonna have my blessing, basically. God being practically minded, for some mystic reason. Okay. Now it's time to do math. It's not them. Is that the one? No. A second. That's the one. To connect. It's not that one. 67. So 34. The other one. 33. That would actually seem like we got them all then, isn't it? Means we are missing 33 again, and that is precisely the one we get in the last area. Okay. I mean, you know what, it's really not going to take long to kill whoever the fuck we're supposed to be killing. So I guess we can just go back and do that quickly. It also means that we're finishing up the chapter? What is the job guy? Basically the cold memory. Yeah. I really wanted to say just memory, then I realized that's kind of confusing because technically speaking, just by killing every one of them, we're finishing a memory. There must be a better way of saying that. So you would assume. The guards are like, what is he doing? Why is he doing that? Oh well, I'm sure there's, you know, no problem with that.
What would cause him to run like that?
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few?
Ah, the beggars again. Oh, I can feel the urge to punch them. Oh, I can feel the urge so fucking much. They deserve it. Oh, so very, very, very much.
He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him.
Yeah, and when I hurt myself and you don't help me, what do you think will happen when I come back from my injuries? Remember you. I'd probably not be too pleased. For some mysterious reason. I have a distinct feeling I'll probably be murdering you.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
Ah, there he is
You
again.
trade barbs or do Al Muallim's work. It's your decision.
The most pissed off guy ever, and he has every right to be. He lost a fucking arm and a brother
He is to hold a public
to
execution not far from
Althea's
here. Be
shenanigans.
sure to be well guarded, but nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing.
I mean, he's making a good
One
point.
of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majduddin does not take his life.
Okay. Sounds easy enough.
Don't foul this, Altair. Time is of the essence.
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Yeah. During the execution. Sounds like a pain in the ass mission when you think about it. Also, the fact that I don't only have to kill someone, you have to do it before he kills one of our own. I mean, it's doable, probably. Yes, that it is for you. About no. What am I gonna do about it? Have a slit throat, Okay, let's check this out. That's where the target is. Quite a few archers around. I don't really like that. But yeah, thanks. Probably not a bad idea to get rid of these guns. They're gonna start shooting at me soonish anyway. Knowing my luck when it comes to executing people. Okay. I've cleaned most of them. I'll tell you. That was a bit much. Can really only come from the birth.
I demand silence!
I demand. How about a sandwich to start?
Of Jerusalem, hear me well.
No one
I
to
stand here today to deliver a warning.
climb here.
There
Really hate
are
that the camera is taken from me.
malcontents among you.
They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in
Nope,
deceit
we
and
don't.
sin? To live your lives in fear? Then you wish to take action?
I mean, no, not really. I just wanna sit back and relax, basically.
This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed. This is not justice.
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
Curse you all!
Not very
See
nice.
how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others. They
Evil.
sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. You
Yeah.
now are poor, filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them.
Can I move now? I really don't want to hear the whole spiel about how he claims that everybody else is the bad person.
Temptress, succubus, whore.
It's a fucking war. She's not really doing much of all of that tempting stuff. She's just doing a fucking job, basically.
Sin is the same. Turned her back on the teachings. God.
Okay. How the fuck did he block that? I mean, I'm impressed, honestly. That's a lot of guards. Oops. That's really a lot of guards. I don't really want to kill all of them. That's gonna take fucking forever and a day. Yeah, kill the infidel. See how fucking successful you're gonna be with that. See, it's your fault I have to kill all of your guards. Kills him with a sword. Immediately said like, oh shit. Stabs him again with the fucking blades.
Tell me, what's your part in all of
Sloppy,
this?
I'll tell
Do you
ya.
intend to
Very,
defend yourself as
very
the others
sloppy.
have and explain away your evil deeds?
Yeah, I have no idea how that fucking cunt actually saw me coming from the roof and managed to block my fucking near assassination, but
Opportunity.
An opportunity
his
to murder
skills
innocents.
are kinda lacking.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt
yeah.
order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
Complain
Kill
all you
people
want.
simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because
Fair
it
point,
was fun.
actually. Very,
Do
very
you
fair
know
point.
what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way that people cheered? The way they feared me?
Yeah,
I
people
was
tend to
like
fear
a
the fucking
god.
executioner's blade.
You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Which
Once
reminds
perhaps.
me, we
But then
probably
I
still have
learned
to
what
kill a few
becomes of
Templars
those
in
who
this
lift
city.
themselves above others.
Might actually be a good
What is
opportunity to
that?
do this. Well, on
Here,
the run.
let me show
That's
you.
gonna make for an interesting run back home. Okay, Alday, this is the third time you killed the man. Stop it. First you killed him with your sword. Then you decided to, oh shit, kill him with the fucking hidden blade. Then you fucking decide to kill him again with the hidden blade. There is overkill out here. There really is overkill. Okay, let's see. Where is the Templar supposed to be? Let us see. It's the wrong district. That explains why I'm not seeing it. This looks a lot more believable. Now, let's see. We are up there. Okay. And we need to go Yeah. I would make this a bit more interesting. If I have people randomly follow us on a little journey. I mean, you can try. Quite a few have tried. The non-sampler is supposed to be here, but I'm pretty sure that's one of those we already killed. Yep. Most definitely yes. I really choose the most, like, point in time to do this, didn't I? Hell. It's the only say I'm not willing to add some challenge to my little endeavors. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. Just a random passerby. Supposed to be somewhere here. Since this is the outer wall, there's really nothing else. I'm assuming... I mean, you can basically look for a nice little chest on the ground, where they usually stand around. I mean, I do remember that we killed... Oh, that's the chest. We killed like 2 of them already, so I was kinda expecting to have a bit of a difficulty finding them all. And the last one's supposed to be down here. Let's see. Let's get that out of the way, then find a place to hide, then go back to... Well, friendly neighborhood assassination video. And get shit done. No, they're not really good at spreading that whole alarm thing. Quite literally not. Okay, that guy was a bit fast at realizing. Not tough enough to stop me, mind you. Well, at least he tried. Hey, there we have another temper. Over Xander. AC Unity. So what about you like it? I'm gonna play AC1, I'm gonna play AC2. That's that. Maybe now a bit of browser order stuff mixed in. Because I don't really feel like following people who just randomly come up and go like, yes, do it. That's not very polite. That's not how you ask for something, or is it? Sounds a bit too much like a petulant child. Too bad. What to say? If you're stupid enough to not see me there, that would have been amazing. Come on, not here. Believe in yourself, like I believe in your ability to hide in a fucking roof garden. And that takes a lot of trust. Come on, they don't see me. Nah, maybe they do see me. Come on, stop seeing me. That's not so much a question of getting away, mind you, which I will be getting away. If I don't fucking super to stop me from doing so. Daddy, cry. Dirty. No need a hiding place close by. Just as I was about to say. That was close. So like, okay, you know what? Let's just give up. We lost him. We lost him. Yes. Try another drawing.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
Indeed.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
Yeah, surely.
You performed as an assassin should.
He's
No
like, no.
more, no less.
Hold
But
on,
to expect praise for merely doing a stone,
no.
however, troubles me.
Don't really. No, Connor. I've listened enough of his voice. Maybe same voice actor. I don't know. Could be. Maybe not.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf.
I just
work
remember
here
what I
is
saw that
done.
was unimpressive and I was like, meh. Don't want to. Why should I?
Fast forwarding memory to a more recent one.
What was the other one? Black Flag, wasn't it? With the pirates. That seemed interesting. Was because, you know, it sounded nice to have a ship or something. And I was like, but still. Just we choose to it up. Can I say? Better times. Better times indeed. Ooh, look at that. We're outside again.
Get up. Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. No, I'll be right there. You're sure about this?
Oh, very unfriendly of him.
Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder.
Maybe
and
they
weirder
just
around
don't
here.
like having,
bound
you
to
know,
happen.
What do you
fucking
mean?
Templars having one of
That
their
little
own.
fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Which is actually surprising because you would assume that
There's no way you could have
one
known. They
of
hide
the two
it so
parties
well.
would at some point
But
just
to answer
fucking
your
die out.
question, Vidic
Stop
works
being
for
like,
them.
hey, you know
We all
what, this
do.
is taking so fucking long,
And
I don't have any
Stergo
interest
is
any
their
longer.
company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around.
Hey, those hats are not
drinking
funny,
beer,
they're pretty
plotting
cool.
World domination with like the
Well played,
lizard
Armor Man.
No.
Works like a
Except the
charm.
part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the
Yes,
stuff they say
yes.
about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
Yes,
they
but I
are
don't
the
really give a
bad
shit
guys,
about
right?
this.
If
This
there's
is the
one
modern
thing
age.
I've
I want to
learned
go back
since I
into the
started working
fucking
here, it's that there's
crusade.
no such thing. It's all so relative.
woman. They
I
have
guess
things
the
to do,
best way
people to
explain
murder,
it is,
archers
what
to
they
kill because they
want
annoy
is
me,
good.
women's
But the way they're going
that are
about
begging
it,
me to punch in the face, stuff like that.
bad.
Don't have time for all of your story.
Really bad.
What are they trying to do?
Can finally.
Lucy,
Never was I so grateful for somebody
Yes.
calling somebody
Miss
getting
Dillon,
completely
I need
ignored.
to speak with you. Get up here now.
Also, pretty good
On my
hearing,
way,
Desmond.
Doctor.
If you can hear the fucking other side
I'm
from that
sorry,
far away.
Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night.
Yes, I should do a great many things.
The answers to all of your questions are right in front of you.
Alright, I
Just
forgot
have to
actually. I
know
can
where to
look
look.
around, can't I? Like, oh, yeah, funny, I see shit all. We end the day. Why are you turning around again? What is it, woman? Only I intimidated her.
Please,
well.
Desmond. I'm gonna get in
Oh,
trouble.
now
if
you're
I
getting
don't
talky
leave.
again. As soon as I
And I
walk away.
can't leave
I see
until
what you're
you're
doing
in
there,
the
bitch. Ain't gonna work for me. Well, the view kinda sucks. The view kinda sucks indeed. Can I actually scoop around in your PCs? Yeah,
Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave.
yeah,
And I
just
can't
waiting
leave
for me to
until
go
you're
to
in
my
your
room
room.
again, and yeah, sure. Anything new I can do here? You can go to the toilet, can I? Depressing. Depressing indeed. Oh well. And yet they can go back to being proper assassin in a proper time frame. Yeah. The doctor isn't even here to greet me, eh? What a way to start the morning.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Hey, that's an order I'm actually willing to follow. Mostly because it's also much better.
Fight, guards will not interfere, but drawing your weapon will turn them hostile.
Come in, Altair. I trust you are well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask them. I'll do my best to answer.
The merchant king of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd-ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant
That's
to aid
Akkon,
their
don't worry
rulers.
about it.
Instead, they chose to betray them.
I just hate that fucking
What I do not
pronunciation.
understand is why.
English word. It's
The
fucking
answer not
annoying.
obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden.
Yeah, now you're willing to talk about that shit, eh?
And they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
Ooh,
It's just a piece
spooky.
of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver.
Also,
cast
I'm not
on
looking at
Adam
it.
and Eve. It turns
I do love
stale
that they
to
at least give you
state.
that much free, because it means you can completely
Close
fuck
the
with
Red Sea.
Massa and go like, no,
Paris used it to start the Trojan
I'm not even
War.
gonna talk to you.
And with
You
it,
stabbed me
the
once.
power
I don't like people who
turned
stabbed me
water
once.
into
I'm gonna
wine.
look away now.
It seems rather plain for all the power
Like
you
a
claim it
nice small
has.
little petulant child,
How
I'm
does
gonna
it
look
work?
the other way.
He who holds it
Can't
commands
hold my
the
breath.
hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it. Whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something.
Probably
But
did,
what?
but yes. So
War.
what?
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers
Easier said
live,
than done.
they will try,
Then they must be destroyed.
which is what I've had you doing. There are two more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibrand. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the bureau leaders.
Sounds
They'll
like a pain in
instruct
the
you
ass,
further.
but well.
As you wish.
Since I'm apparently the only
Be quick
competent
about it.
assassin around, and
No doubt
we
Robert
just
is
saw my
nervous
recent
by
competence
our
trying
continued
to kill the
success.
fucking
His
executioner.
remaining followers will do their
That
best
doesn't
to
really bode
expose
well
you.
for the assassin order, does it now?
They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for
They
you.
won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
I'll tell you,
Here,
you
my
fucking
gift to
liar.
you,
You have
in
seen what we
gratitude
have
for
done
the
in
good
cities.
work
We're
you've
not a
done.
fucking blade of grass in a fucking field. We're a fucking ginormous weed inside an otherwise perfectly calm and clean field of fucking grass. We stick out like a sore thumb, basically. We jump on fucking roofs. Let alone all of the unnecessary murders we do, which is, you know... I mean... let's not even go there. Let's just say Altair is maybe suffering a bit from, how to put it mildly, memory loss when it comes to certain things, or deliberate forgetting some minor details that he's not willing to share with the massa. Let's maybe not mention that, shall we? Since I do like Akon, let's go to Damascus first, shall we? I'm not gonna go there though, then we're gonna make the end, because I stayed well and truly over what I wanted to do.
It is wise to leave the area.
That speaks actually well
in
for the
order
game,
to
doesn't it?
avoid upsetting
Considering,
civilians
I
further.
mean, the first Assassin's Creed does get up in the years there. Still kind of speaks well for the game, doesn't it? Hmm. Well then, with that said, I shall bid you adieu for the moment. Have a good one and all of that. Now let me quickly see who has dropped by, shall we? On the right side, the YouTube side, we have, well, a little Alejandro, who is like, nah, play Unity, and I'm like, nah, Unity doesn't really appeal to me. Oh, it's one of his comments. Amongst others, he has never really stated which Assassin's Creed event better, but he dares to ask a comparison between 1 and 2, and it is not even a question, let's be honest, yeah. After all, Assassin's Creed 2 has little Ezio, and little Ezio is quite the unfitting character for an assassin, but that makes him all the better. Little flamboyant bitch is rather amusing in his antics, and well, I'm probably gonna meet him soon enough, and you'll, if you don't know him yet, you will know him then. Probably understand why I prefer him a bit over such a dour man like Altair, who has, I mean, he has his moments, but they're short and, well, a bit fast stretched out, but alas, he's trying his bestest. I mean, I must kind of run in the family, I'll assume, you know, to be a bit of a snarky cunt sometimes, but Ezio just does a lot more of it. He's better at it. Ah, good times. Well then, let's take a look on the left side, shall we? On the left side, we actually had, well, one very well-known visitor, of course, Little Strategy coming by, enjoying some more Assassin's Creed. It is his own fault we're playing this, so, you know, he can't actually run away from this. I don't think he even wants to, even if he could. And secondly, we had a little Cloud Kicker. It's quite the ambitious name, kicking clouds, but, I mean, we each need a hobby, I suppose. Getting into a bit of a debate. Politics. Well, why not? Haven't had it in a while now, have we? As for everybody else on the working site, do feel appreciated too. Pat yourself on the shoulder for a job well done indeed. And I hope to see you all again soonish, although I can't really tell you when precisely, as I've stated rather annoyedly throughout the video. Things have been a bit difficult, time-wise, but, well, let's just hope for the best and we'll see. That said, once again,